Welcome to What Do You Know podcasts. This podcast was created to inspire, to open up those sparks and invite us to what do we each know. Now, my guests come from all around the globe, have experienced, have created, and brought different things into this beautiful world. But what if their journey is just there to be an inspiration for what it is that each of us actually knows? Some of our topics will be about the planet, businesses, money, creation of wealth, relationships, and so much more. And we invite you to listen to this episode of What Do You Know? Hello, everyone, and welcome to What Do You Know podcast. My name is Laleh Hancock, and today we're going to do it a little bit different than we've done in the past. First, we welcome all our new listeners and all of you who are watching this, if you're watching on video, and welcome all of you who've been here before. Today, instead of having my guests here, what if each of you is my guest and you are in every single episode? I was inspired to come here and have a different kind of conversation with each of you as we just celebrated Suicide Prevention Day. You know, so often it doesn't matter what is going on. You know, it could be a difficulty with a parent, it could be a difficulty with the person in your life or at work, or just seems the world just seems like it's caving in and we just don't know where to go. We just don't even know where to start. But guess what? What if you and this magical body that you get to have this adventure with are actually what you require to change anything that's going on in your life, including sadness, depression, difficulty. Now, most of us tend not to recognize, but your body, this beautiful best friend who is with you every single day, is actually here as a gift from the earth. You are an infinite being. Infinite. Literally infinite. So this magical body and you partner together to create your adventures while you're here on this beautiful planet. But guess what? The earth is also here to contribute. So no matter what you have going on, what if this is the moment that we make our being and our body be the valuable product? That means that nothing and no one else, not the situation at hand, not the pain, nothing is going to be greater than you. Now, I know if someone had this conversation with me maybe 15, 20 years ago, before I gained a lot of knowledge and tools along the way, I would be like, what are you talking about, lady? Yes. You, as this infinite being, have everything inside of you. And those moments when we have difficulty is when we have flipped it. We made the person, the situation, the money, the challenge at work become this thing that is massive. It became so relevant and it became so powerful. But guess what? The only reason it did is because you made it be that way. You chose to make it be the significance that it is. But as the one who's choosing that, you are also the chooser to change it. You are the chooser to choose something different. One of the tools that I just love from Access Consciousness is, if this, whatever the situation is, wasn't what I've defined it to be, what is it really? Because that definition is what makes it be the big monster. But what if it's only a monster based on the way we fueled it, but it's actually a little ant. It's this little itty bitty ant that could be changed to be an ant again. So, all the places and the spaces where you have made this situation, this person, whatever this is, be greater than you, would you be willing just for a few minutes, change it, flip it? What if now you made it that it is irrelevant? It's small, and you are a greater and bigger. And anything you've chosen that doesn't allow that, would you be willing to let it go? Now I'm going to say the Access Consciousness clearing statement: right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Below, you'll have the link to the clearingstatement.com, where Dr. Dane here, Simone Millicis, can give you more information. But bottom line is, we make things right and wrong, good and bad. Okay, it's the polarity of what we learned. It's one of the first things we learn as kids. Okay, but that's not actually where the awareness and information is. When there's polarity, you're leaning on one way or another instead of leaning into the whole thing and allowing you to be greater. Now, there's moments that we made this be so significant, so you were like, gasping for air. That is what the beyonds are. And you let go all those moments that you made this be so significant and be a beyond. Now, some of this will come to what you've made meaningful or meaningless, so you let go of that. The moments that you make this be a point of view that you have to avoid it. Because, see, that's what we do. When something seems heavy, something seems wrong, something seems like whatever, what's the first thing we want to do? One, we want to make ourselves smaller instead of making yourself bigger, but we also want to avoid. So you want to avoid this thing that seems to be this monster. Or what you want to do is either defend for or defend against it. So whether it's a person or a situation, how often are you defending for it, or how much are you defending against it? How much are you avoiding that person? Instead of, what if you are that bigger space, but you can be the monster. You could be the monster of all monsters. You are that bigger dinosaur that gets to eat this up. Don't eat it. Instead, what we do is we just ask questions and we use this magic wand called the clearing statement. Because what you do is you start to take away all these places where you made that thought, the feeling, the emotion, the points of view. And remember, your head, your mind can take that ant and turn it into a monster in less than 1 second. And that becomes your truth instead of it's just an ant. So all those things that you may be so relevant, you can just let it go. As easy as that. I know, I learned this 12 years ago, and it was truly one of the greatest gifts that I use every single day. Now, relaxation is actually really important, because when we are in that panic mode, guess what you do with your body? You put your body in stress mode. But your body is your best friend to change anything and everything that's going on. And if you put it in stress mode, you're actually not utilizing your body the way that it can actually create greater. So one of the first things is relaxation, no matter what's going on. Whether you're in a meeting and there's some difficulties going on, whether you are having a fight with someone, whether you are stuck in traffic or whatever's going on, that moment that you're willing to just say, stop. Stop the fight, the conflict, and the desire to just be in this defense mode. Instead, go to offense, which is what they do in karate, which is what they do in a lot of moments. And it is about relaxation with your body. Now, the minute you have 3 points of connection with your body, like for example, put your feet down if you're not driving, right? Put your feet down on the ground, just firm, just put it on, even if you're wearing shoes. Okay. Now, if you're sitting, you already have your butt, your rear end, that is already sitting on something. So that's 2 points. Your third point can be on your face. It's one of my favorites. On your belly or on your lap. This 3 points, okay, immediately connects your being and your body. Notice frantic cannot coexist when you and your body are actually connected. This communion is the starting point. So, from here, if you'd like, you can close your eyes and just take a breath from under your feet. Allow it to come up, the totality of your body. Come from your ankles to your knees to your hips, coming up every organ to your shoulders, your chin, your lips, your nose, your eyes, your ears, and your hair. And now allow it to go down the back of your body. Now, when it goes down, let it take everything that doesn't even belong to you down into the earth. The earth has no points of view. So when you give it energy, it's just energy. It doesn't look at it as good energy, bad energy, right energy, wrong energy. It just goes down into the earth. Do this a couple of times. And each time that you do, like let's do one more. Like breathe in, allow it to come up your body. Now, everything that was in your organs, your cells, your muscles, your tendon, your bloodstream, your skin, that you no longer require. Doesn't even belong to you. You don't even require it anymore. All of that stress. Now allow that, like a waterfall, just come down your back and flow back down into the earth. And you could do this a few times. You could do it 10 times. You could do it 100 times. It's all up to you. But notice the minute that you do, what changed? Do you notice? Is there more lightness? Is there more space? Because the minute you acknowledge, hey, is it different? You actually allow that difference to be your new platform for which you get to create and choose from. So, did you notice in less than a couple of minutes, right? Are you different? Do you feel different? Is your body different? Now, from this space, think about the problem or the situation that's going on. Does it feel different? And the more we don't avoid it, but we're willing to have it from a different perspective. Now you are the bigger, it's not bigger than you. Now you and your body are here and you got that space with it. Okay. Now, as you look at it, just put it in front of you, whatever it is, whether it's a person at work or at home, or even if it's a financial situation, it's a bill, whatever it is. Okay. Put it in front of you. Now say hello. Hi. Who are you? What are you? When are you? Why are you? How are you? And every definition I put on you, I now change it. I destroy and uncreate all those definitions. And then you say right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. It's like a magic wand that you ask this question, everything came up. All those thoughts, feelings, emotions, they come up. And now with this magic wand, you're like, boom, bye bye. Now, with some things in your life, you may have to do this a lot. You may have to do it over and over. Record yourself, let it run. Okay. But some things, just by you having that moment of you are greater, you are bigger, and you made it be smaller, already will change things. Because now it's about, okay, it's not bigger than me. So, what do I know about this? What can I be? What can I do different to change this? There's four questions in Access Consciousness for anything that's going on, anything, any moment in your life. You say, what is this? What can I do with it? Can I change it? If so, how can I change it? And it's not about the answers. By you asking those questions, you literally change the energy of it. But you might get an idea. Oh, I have to call this person. Oh, let me create this event. Let me do this. Let me do that. And sometimes it's not about you doing anything. That action of question took you out of reaction and now put you in the offense of action. And it sounds really crazy because we learn our whole life, fight it. To be dominant, you have to fight. But the funny thing is, it's not about you reacting, because when you react, have you noticed, you then become more aware of their stuff. The problem seems bigger because you went into reaction mode instead of relaxation mode, engaging with your body and now changing it. So action is questions. Action is gratitude. Action can be, you breathing. Action can be you calling someone. But that moment that you set aside, your only option is to fight or shrink. What if it's not? That minute you want to become the turtle that's hiding, just know you're giving whatever that situation is your power, and you just made it be the monster. But the minute, no matter what's going on, you relax, become present with your body, ask a question, now you became the leader. You become the bigger monster, and now you get to choose something different. Now, one of the things that I learned 12 years ago, but it took me many, many years to actually really say, hey, does this really work? Is that everything in your life is a choice. Whatever you chose is what's showing up in your life. And when we're willing to acknowledge that, that's when we become the leader who can change it. The minute you're blaming your family, your friends, your clients, your boss, or anybody else, guess what you're doing? You now gave them your power to use against you. Isn't that brilliant? Well, now, what if you can flip it? What if you can now make it be that you are that leader? And all those places and spaces where you gave everyone else your power, will you take it back? Take it back. Revoke all those choices. Any choices that you made to give your power to others, will you now uncreate and destroy that and take your power back? Anything that doesn't allow that, will you now destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pull-hats, and beyonds. The starting point is each of us knowing it starts with you. Your joy, your sadness, your suffering, your survival, your thriving, everything starts with you. Now, the moment that we're willing to actually embrace that is when we allow things to change. And guess what? It might take you 10 years to embrace that. It's okay. What if every moment now you knew, okay, I have choice. I can go down the road of a problem. I can go down the road of a possibility, but either way, I get to choose that. And whatever you choose, it's not right and it's not wrong. It's not a good answer or a wrong answer. It's a moment of choice. And every moment of choice has another moment of a different choice. So I invite you guys, what if? It's not about anything or anyone being greater than us, but what do you know? What do you know no one else knows? What do you know about this situation? Another tool actually is, if I don't know this, what else is possible that I have not yet considered? Because, see, when you're exploring something, sometimes, yeah, you're still in it, right? You see it as only one angle, but that spherical receiving, spherical awareness, that spherical possibility, there might be something here, 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 here. What if that moment that you're willing to explore what else is possible that you haven't yet considered is when you actually open up that door for different ideas, different awarenesses, different information, and a different path to open up? Because until then, you're still going down the same way. But guess what's on the right, on the left, in front, behind you, above you, and below you is another possibility. So there you go. You just got another tool. And no matter how great things are in your life, no matter how difficult things are in your life, what if it can be better? Another tool is, how does it get even better than this? Just ask that and start to notice what's different. I had a friend, he was going to the airport and he called me and said, "Hey, traffic's horrible. I'm not going to make it to my flight." I said to him, I wonder what else is possible. Have you asked, how does it get even better than this? And he said, "What? No, I haven't." I said, "Ask." We hung up. Guess what? He called me back. He said, "I'm not sure what happened, but it seemed like everybody on the road moved to the side and I got to drive through." I said, "Keep asking, how does it get even better than this?" And he got to the airport and he called me and said, "Oh my gosh, the parking lot is full. I don't have time to go to another parking lot." I said, "Ask, how does it get even better than this?" And he hung up, called me back. Guess what? He found a parking space right in the front where the shuttle picks him up to take him to the terminal. I said, "Don't stop, keep asking." He went through the gate with total ease. He got there, and guess what? It said, "Flight delayed." He said, "What? What happened?" And I said, "Ask, how does it get even better than this?" And he goes, "Now I can watch the baseball game that I was going to miss while I was on the plane." So, how does it get even better can show up in such different ways, but never keep asking, because he continued asking, got on the plane, and guess what? They said, "Hello, Mr." His name. Guess what? You've been upgraded. Your seat has changed. Now, he stopped asking, how does it get even better after that? But what if you don't have to? And every one of us is going to experience, how does it get any better than this, in a different way. So I wonder, what have you not yet explored that can be possible for you? And if we're willing, what if every 10 seconds is a new moment for a new ask and a new possibility. So, what new possibilities are available for you today? Anything that doesn't allow you to perceive it, know it, be it, receive it. Would you let that go and just uncreate and destroy that? Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POC, all nine, shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So thank you guys for being here. And what do you know? I wonder. And I wonder what magic and miracles you will be creating till the next time we're here together. So see you guys next week. Bye, everyone. Thank you for being here for this episode of What Do You Know podcast. We're so grateful you're here. If you have not yet subscribed, you can subscribe below. And will you contribute to assisting us in spreading this out to all others who may be looking for it? And comments below. Let us know. What did you think of this episode? What contribution has it been for you? And also, what topics would you like to hear about? We look forward to hearing from you today and in the future.